A few lines later, Jerry is in fact asking Peter, like, who are your favorite writers? Baudelaire, or you can say Marquand. All these things are, a representation of, or you can say, like, even the choice of your favorite writer, it reflects your status in the society. Not everybody can understand Marquand, or not everybody has got that interest in him. Okay, so that is why Jerry is in fact asking him, like, who exactly is your favorite writer? Is it Baudelaire, or you can say Mark? And look at the response of Peter. He says, like, I have a Catholicity of taste, but he feels like Baudelaire has got finer versions, though Markand is more a national figure. Now, after placing, the position of, you can say, of Peter, Jerry is in fact moving on to place himself, and he's in fact trying to tell us, like, where exactly he is. Then he started, giving the impression of to the readers and also to Peter that, where exactly he's from. You can say relatively a smaller kind of a place, and where he says, like, he has walked up to Fifth Avenue from Washington Square. So the moment Jerry is praising himself, then Peter is asking him, oh, is it that you are from a village? So again, you can see that the division of the class is getting reflected. Says, oh, you live in the village? Then Jerry, as his response, say, no, I don't. I took the subway down to the village so I could walk all the way up Fifth Avenue to the zoo. It is one of those things a person has to do. Sometimes a person has to go a very long distance out of his way to come back in a short distance correctly. That's like a very powerful kind of a sentence. He is repeating the sentence, towards the end also. That's like a quote also, you can say. And it talks about the philosophy of the life of Jerry. Then Jerry is asking him, like, what were you trying to do? Making sense out of things, and he continues, like, and in the other front room there is somebody living there, but I don't know who it is. I have never seen who it is. Never, ever, never. So he says, like, he is living in a kind of an apartment where it's like a small, a small room. Then why do you live there? Peter is asking him. If it's like very uncomfortable a place, why exactly you live there? Then Jerry says, I don't know. Peter says, it doesn't sound like a very nice place where you live. Okay. Then Jerry says, well, no, it is an apartment in the East 70s, but then I don't have one wife, two daughters, two cats and two parakeets. So again, it's highly sarcastic, and it is not just against Peter, but rather against the society, okay, which is denying Jerry of all these the so-called comforts. Jerry talks about his possessions. What do I have? I have toilet articles, few clothes, a hot plate that I am not supposed to have, a can opener, one that works with a key, a knife, two forks, two spoons, one small, one large, three plates, a cup, a saucer, a drinking glass, two picture frames, both empty. Okay, that is again highly symbolic. Then 8-9 books and all those things. He says about what all things he actually have, and that again it's again a reflection of his state of mind. He says, like, I don't have the so-called priced possessions that you do have. Peter is insisting on, like, asking him why those picture frames are empty. Why can't you put your girlfriend's photo into that? Again, you can see that Jerry is a bit not exactly offended, bit angry about that question on stress on something that could be called as picture frames. Okay, why exactly he is insisting on picture frames? Why there is a reference to girlfriend? He is a kind of angry about such statements, such conversations you can see there. Then there is a reference to his mother and his father. Where are they from? And his background. there. Yes, okay, a few lines later. Interesting that you asked me about the picture frames. I would have thought that you would ask me about the pornographic playing cards. Again, he's talking about the disturbed a childhood of Jerry. But again you can see that Peter belongs to a class of the society where it is not advisable to ask about the sexual kind of thing. With that you can see that Jerry is using so many symbols to explain such things in detail, especially on his reference to that landlady dog. Okay, the entire description of these two things give us a kind of an impression that he's talking about his illegal, or you can say favored relationship with that lady, and also his dog, and the relationship between her dog, and also the relationship between the dog and that lady. And the dog itself is like highly symbolic. It is black in color. It can even be a human being, and you can say that it not necessarily it need not be like just an animal. It can be any particular category of you can say people like the Negroes, or somebody who is like marginalized, or you can say sidelined by the mainstream. Maybe a reference to that is also. That is why you can see that Jerry says that in and it is written in block letters, like the story of Jerry and dog, and he talks about that relationship between the dog and himself. Okay, when he explains it in such a detailed manner, a reader gets an impression that it is not just about a dog and the honor of the dog. It is even more than that. And few lines later, Jerry says she had forgotten her bewildered lust, and her eyes were wide open for the first time. They looked like the dog's eyes. Okay, so once he has treated, or he tried, and just a few lines above that, Jerry says, and that too again in block letters, and it came to pass that the beast was deathly ill. Okay, I knew this because he no longer attended me, and because the landlady sobered up. And then he says, like she had forgotten her bewildered lust, and her eyes were wide open for the first time. So they looked like the dog's eyes. So you can see that it again talks about the homosexual relationship also. There is a reflection of that is also. Few lines later, Jerry says it is just that if you can't deal with people, you have to make a start somewhere with animals. Okay, so if you cannot deal with the people, or you can say if you cannot deal with the society, then you have to start the relationship with whom? With those people, you can say, who are in fact treated as animals, or you can say like those people who are not considered as human beings. That is why a reference to animals. Okay, since this is like a zoo story, okay, all these things, all these reference to animals, that's very important, because he is basically talking about what? He's basically talking about zoo story. Okay, so in a zoo story, each and every animal character is important. So he might be talking about what? All those people who are not treated as human beings. Okay.